What is up, world? What is up, world? What is up, world? You in tune to the Know It All podcast, and of course, you've got your usual suspects, myself and Big Tate. Tate, what's happening, man? How you doing?
What's good, Mod? I'm all right, man. Can't complain. Just enjoying the day, watching some football right now, man. Be sure to tune in after the game to Tate Big-G post-game podcast about the Steelers game. So we'll talk about that. Then we'll talk about everything else right now with Kobe Mod.
Yeah, man. Big G, what's popping? We got them algorithms popping. What's good, man? How you doing?
Sitting up here watching this game, about ready to come through the screen and ready to do something strange to Dan Moore Jr. and Jones. Some straight strange. You know I get down, bro. I'm gonna do something strange. Them boys got to learn how to block.
Wow.
They don't know how to listen. Man, I wish I had about 25 years. I can go back about 25, 30 years in the time machine.
Yeah.
I'd be trying to get over to Pittsburgh, man. I'd be trying to get over there and play that left or right tackle.
I'm gonna tell you, you look too small height wise. You know what I'm saying? The height of a tackle in a guard has changed.
I got long arms, man. I got a long wingspan, bro. I keep them dudes up off me, man.
You might make a guard. You might make it as a guard, but
Big G was a beast.
Oh,
I can keep them up off me, man. I got a long wingspan. I keep them up off me, man. But them boys is garbage.
Yeah,
he had one of those big backsides you run behind. Pause.
Wow.
Big Diddy.
Hey, look. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube and Twitch, so that when we go live, you'll definitely get those notifications. Yes, we're on Twitch, and we're also on X, so you can find us there on X as well. Man, we getting ready to get this show started, man, like we always do about this time. T. Riley in the building. Blackstreet, what's good?
Trying ain't good enough, T. Riley. Trying ain't good enough. You either do or you do not.
Oh, man.
Get that trying out of here.
Well, we finna get this party started, man. Just a little something like this. Let's get it. Ready to get this thing crack-a-lacking. Definitely, we got Swools up in here. What's good? Look, man, first let's get it started, man. I just want to say I'm amazed. This is something that y'all won't have and y'all won't know definitely what I'm talking about. Sean, I have some type of idea. I am amazed, first and foremost. North Crawley beat Duncanville High School, which is ranked number 3 in the nation, not the state. Number 3 in the nation. North Crawley have had a great year. Matter of fact, the wide receiver who is getting a lot of the attention is going to play for Dion next year. He was a no-star at the beginning of the year and put up three touchdowns against DeSoto, Lancaster, and Coppell. So, yeah, he got 4 stars now. He's a 4-star kid, real short, probably like about 5'8", 5'9". But he's going to be a receiver over there with Prime. I'm just gonna say, man, North Crawley beat Duncanville. That's a big thing, man. It's huge. And Duncanville, North Crawley will go on to play Westlake in the Big 6A finals down here.
They're gonna get smoked. Westlake gonna beat them by at least 3 touchdowns. They're gonna get blown out.
You know, your nephew was saying
they're gonna get blown out.
Your nephew was saying that Westlake is gonna win. I don't know that I can say that.
They're gonna blow them out. They're gonna blow them out, bro. It ain't even gonna be close. Westlake is a factory. We was on the show the other day. We was talking about how many NFL quarterbacks come out of Westlake and this, that, and this. There's dogs, bro. They're about to get another chip.
There's three of them right now as we're talking. There's three
Yeah, that's what I'm
NFL
saying.
quarterbacks.
They dogs.
You know what I'm saying?
Westlake gonna smoke them boys.
2 Super Bowl winners. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, definitely that happened. But we got to start here, man. Are we ever gonna see another player like Travis Hunter in our lifetime? Travis Hunter wins the Heisman yesterday. And let's count off the event, the trophies this brother done put up. The Heisman Trophy, the Paul Hornung Award, Chuck Bednarik Award, Walter Camp Player of the Year, Fred Biletnikoff Award, AP Player of the Year, and the Lot Impact Trophy. Do you think we'll ever see this again?
This is the standard, bro. This is the standard for a player, non-quarterback player, to win the Heisman. He's going to have to do stuff like Travis Hunter moving forward. The bar's been set because in all reality, it's close. Genty, really, if you compare his numbers to like Reggie Bush, Genty had an unbelievable season, bro. So in order for you to be a wide receiver / defensive back / utility player in college football to be competitive for the Heisman Trophy, you're going to have to do stuff like this all the time. And the NCAA is more of a copycat league than the NFL. The NCAA is looking for the next Travis Hunter. So Prime will find one. And a lot of these other schools will find a guy that can go two ways, do all whatever else it is, because the way that the game's coached and played now at the high school level, there's multiple kids that can be like Travis Hunter out there. So now we're going to see it a whole bunch of more times. Hunter's just the first of his kind. But you're going to see this a lot moving forward.
Gee, he won the Biletnikoff.
Okay.
And he ran the Bednarik, which is
the
best receiver and the best defensive player. And he won, was it the Walter Camp?
But bro, he's the first of his kind. I'm telling you, there's going to be multiple ones like this, bro. This is the way that NCAA football is like the game now. It's not like how we played. It's more spread out football. Get your athletes in space, do all kind of amazing stuff. The issue is, do you have the motor? You have to have the motor to be able to play both ways. And Travis Hunter's in astronomical shape. I was looking at him last night on the podium, and he's been on the banquet circuit, and he still looked like he was in great shape.
Yeah.
So the issue is find another kid that's got the motor.
Yeah. Tate, talk to me, man. You think we're going to ever see a kid like this? I mean, that's a lot, bro. There's a lot of hardware to pick up.
The fact that he did it means others aspire to do the same thing. You're going to have two-way players in high school and saying they're going to go to college and say, I'm coming to you if you let me play both ways. It's a thing now.
Mm-hmm.
We saw a little bit of it with Charles Woodson, about almost 30 years ago, 27 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit. Champ Bailey, a little bit. But now it's a thing. It's about to be a thing. So, yeah, you're going to see it again. Maybe not one win the Bednarik and the Biletnikoff Award, but you definitely going to see it again, though.
Yeah, that's hard. The Bednarik and the Biletnikoff, it's hard. That's a combination that you're putting together that's really hard, bro. I mean, that's a really hard combination.
It's really difficult, Pauls.
Yeah, there's no doubt with the big pause.
Difficult. It's very challenging to do that again. Yeah. It's challenging to do that again. It really is. So when I'm thinking about this, you guys, I was not surprised that he won the Heisman.
Yeah, you had a trash year with quarterbacks. Shador should have been up there if you compare him and Dylan Gabriel's stats head up, but they didn't win enough games. Henry just had an outstanding year, but Ewers was trash. Beck was trash. Gabriel wasn't all that good. Howard was trash. There wasn't no quarterbacks that had Cam Ward played himself out of the Heisman Trophy. So the bottom line and the issue was, of course, you're going to see that because it's normally a quarterback award where quarterbacks have outstanding years. This is, in my estimation, this year, the 2024 season, will be the worst quarterback draw you have going to the NFL for the next 5 years.
Ooh.
For the next 5 years, you're going to have the quarterbacks are going to be dogs. Even next year's class, they are dogs, man.
So you're saying Jalen Milroe is not a dog? That's what you're saying.
He's not a dog. He's a second-round pick at earliest second round. Ewers is a second or third round.
Dylan Gable is not good.
Second or third round pick.
Big G.
Yeah.
What they do is change than it was 10, 15 years ago. They'd take a shot at a quarterback, and they'd take a shot at him early. So I got Jalen Milroe going in the first round. Might be late, but going in the first round. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm Cam Ward and Shador. That's it.
I'm gonna peep into it. Yeah. Yesterday I looked at a mock draft by Sports Illustrated, and they had him going. I think it was fourth.
No
they
way.
had him going fourth or fifth.
No way. That'll cost a GM. That'll cost a GM and a head coach their job.
I mean, geez.
That'll cost them their job, bruh.
If you don't,
no way.
You don't got a quarterback, it's gonna cost you your job.
Right, but I would rather play the risk. Right, I would rather play the free agent game though.
Bo Nix should have won the first last. A whole bunch of quarterbacks should have won the first last year.
Yeah,
Bo Nix should have won in the first round last year.
They gamble on upside in quarterbacks. You need one. So now you would take a shot. Okay, we get it wrong this year. We'll try again in 2 years.
There's no way in the world Jalen Milroe is worth a shot. Not to me.
Okay.
Not to me. He's not polished. Second round.
But what I said, he's gonna go in the first. I'm writing down the receipt like B Dirt was here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna tell you, I can't see him not going in the first.
I can.
Every mock draft I do see, I can tell you this will make you happy. Emeka Egbuka is being picked up by the Steelers as every mock draft that I've seen.
I don't want him. I don't. If there's a kid, if 78 is available in Michigan, I want 78.
That's who you want?
Grant. I want Grant. 78. I ain't trying to mess around. Give me that 6'3", 330-something pounds, run a 4'7", 4'6", 40-yard dash. I'll take him all day and night. Abeka's, you're a good player. I'm not saying you trash, but I want Grant. We can get a receiver in the second round.
So let's play this game real quick. And Tate, I need your full participation.
You watching the game, bro?
So Las Vegas, I'm watching it too. It's over to my left. Las Vegas Raiders, they're picking first.
Shador.
They're going Shador. Who you say, Tate? Shador. Okay. The Giants is going second.
Cam Ward.
They're going Cam Ward. Who you think? So you're following Cam Ward. The Patriots are going third.
Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter. You say Travis Hunter too, Tate?
Yeah, I mean, I think you got to put in with Christian Gonzalez. I might have special packages for him on offense.
So that makes sense. Carolina, no quarterback. Jacksonville.
Well, I don't know how Bryce Young looked today. He regressed a little bit today.
So Jacksonville, no quarterback. Tennessee, no quarterback.
Tennessee need a quarterback. Tennessee, but they're not going to gamble their whole everything on Jalen Milroe. No,
they'll probably go with a wide out, and that boy from Arizona will be staring him in the face. The Jets, need a quarterback.
The
Jets need a quarterback, but they're not going to gamble on Milroe either.
Man, that's too early for Milroe.
Right.
Yeah.
Abdul Carter is there, so you that's the pick for me. I would take Abdul Carter, right? All right. So the Cleveland Brownies are up on the clock at number 8.
No.
No. They're not taking Milroe either.
You're not taking Milroe either. No.
It's going to be a winning team that he can sit. I can see the Steelers getting him, letting Justin Fields go, let him sit behind Russ, back Russ up. I can see that.
I ain't mad at that, Tate. If we got him late first, didn't have to trade up.
You spend 28, 29 on it, okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't be mad if you sign Russ to a 2 or 3 year deal. Sign Milroe. I mean, draft Milroe. I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't.
Well, Sports Illustrated got him going to the Brownies right there.
No way.
Going to the Browns.
No way. I'll bet that's not happening. No way. No way. No way. He's not polished. He's not a polished enough NFL passer, bro.
They need a now quarterback.
Right. Stefanski will get fired if he don't get fired this offseason if they draft that boy.
They got a project right now, a DTR with some upside.
That's got a better arm.
This is true.
He's got a way better arm.
This is true. So yeah, I mean, we go through the awards. I mean, I was happy. Texas had an award winner. You guys had an award winner. Texas had Kelvin Banks got an award for the tackle. I forget what that was. The lineman award, and then of course Jade got the Thorpe award. So those, and then you guys came away with Ohio State had the best center, I think it was.
Steph McLaughlin, who tore his ACL. He tore his ACL and out for the season. Steph McLaughlin won the best center. Yep.
So now it's over with, man. We got award season over with. Now it's the bowls. The bowls have already started. How excited are you to see some of these bowls? Which bowls are you excited about?
Outside of the college football playoff, I got a couple of them that's I think it's going to be really good. I think Illinois and South Carolina is going to be a good game. I was on the Michigan bandwagon, the Michigan-Alabama bandwagon game, but I'm not buying into it because now Michigan's got too many players sitting out. So I like the Holiday Bowl now that I know that Shador and Travis Hunter will play. So I'm gonna watch the Colorado BYU Holiday Bowl, and I'm definitely gonna watch Illinois and South Carolina. Illinois and South Carolina.
Good young fellas, man.
Yeah.
What game you looking forward to, Tate?
I would like Big-G said. I had Michigan Alabama marked on the calendar, but Michigan got so many good players sitting out that I don't know if that's going to be the game I was looking for. Who's Miami playing, Big-G?
Hold on,
I'm not sure. I'm going to look right now just to make sure. I'm not sure. But I don't know if Cam Ward is playing, bro. I don't know if Cam Ward is playing.
Cam Ward is probably not going to play.
I just got to – I know the playoffs. I haven't looked at the other bowls yet because with the playoffs, I don't got to watch everything. I mean, it was
Texas A&M, UC USC should be a good game in the Las Vegas Bowl. That should be a good game too. And Iowa State plays Miami in the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
It's not a bad one.
Yeah. And if Cam Ward play, but I don't think he's going to play. I wouldn't play.
For what?
There's no reason to play. I wouldn't play.
So if Bill is
Shador playing, you say he ain't no playoffs either.
Shador playing because his daddy.
Yeah, Shador.
Sometimes you just play for the love of the game. He can increase his draft stock. Well, maybe not. He don't go number 2. He already know.
I mean, Shador's going number 1, regardless. He's going number 1. So let me ask you guys. We had some big news that happened as well. Bill Belichick took the North Carolina job after Mac Brown stepped down. Good hire or bad hire? You feeling it or no?
Perfect hire. Perfect hire for college football. He's got all the swagger. He made them put in money. They dumped $20 million right off the bat in the football program. He's got a coaching staff he's going to build. He hired a completely different coaching recruiting staff. He also got that Baker kid, the quarterback, the 2025 4-star quarterback Baker. He didn't decommit. And I said it already on all the podcasts that if he is able to sustain a quarterback and get a quarterback in North Carolina, it's going to be a perfect fit. The ACC is going to be a really, 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 really good. North Carolina is going to be a really good team because Belichick's going to win a program. It's perfect for him. So I love it. I think North Carolina is going to be something to be messed with in about a year or two. And this is his last stop. He's going to do everything he needs to do in North Carolina to set his son up for the future. That's my thoughts.
Does he coach? And you were talking about the Valero Alamo Bowl with BYU in Colorado.
No.
Does he coach?
No, he can't. His contract doesn't start until the end of the season.
Okay, so he doesn't coach for the bowl game.
Right, facts.
Okay, all right. Iowa, Missouri, you think that's going to be a good one?
No, because McNamara transferred. And Luther Burden ain't playing.
Oh, Luther Burden is not playing.
No.
That's right. Oh, well, I think that's it for the bowl season. I mean, honestly,
Can I get my thoughts on Belichick?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's going to raise the profile of the program immediately. A lot of TV exposure games, just like Dion did for Colorado. You're gonna get a lot of that, and Belichick's gonna be able to get people in the NIL just because he's Belichick, and it's gonna be a lot of good players sitting on the bench at Georgia, at Ohio State, at Texas, and these places like that. That's gonna be looking to play and looking to be coached by the GOAT coach. So he gonna get transfers. They committed at least $20 million NIL money. He's gonna turn that thing around quick, and it's gonna be now they're not for the people no national championship next season. You know what I mean? And like I said,
just depends on. I mean, how many transfers and what it looked like transfer wise.
That's true, but I mean the dogs as dogs now ain't going nowhere though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, North Carolina. I've said it, and I'm going on record to say it. The Big Ten needs to take a real hard look at going and snatching North Carolina State, Virginia, and Virginia Tech. Go on and gut the ACC. Go on and gut them out.
How you feel about that? How you feel about that, Tate? You think they should go ahead and just? I think the ACC should disband. But what do you think, Tate?
Well, I mean, I can see what Big G is saying. What do you say? North Carolina, NC State, Virginia Tech.
Yep.
Florida State should go ahead and be a part of the SEC. Just period.
They don't want them.
Yeah, they don't want them.
They don't want them.
They got the Florida footprint down there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but I can see that working, man. It makes the Big Ten the most prominent brand nationally. I mean, the SEC is the big brand, but it's kind of geographically, like literally in the South and Southwest.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Southeastern Conference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, you know what I'm saying. Look where the Big Ten's from: Washington State down to LA, over to Rutgers, and down
to the East Coast. Y'all cover the whole nation. Yep.
Yeah. If you get North Carolina, would that be the furthest east, southeast, Big G?
Yep. North Carolina, NC State. Yep. NC State, because Raleigh's a little bit further south than Chapel Hill, and then you would get locked Virginia Tech down. You'd lock that down. So you get all the West Virginia kids, you get a lot of the good Kentucky kids. You get a lot going on right there, man.
So you had the East Coast. We already know what's in the Midwest, and you going way to the Pacific, up and down the Pacific coast.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that would be a win for the conference, definitely. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back as we start to unravel this NFL real quick while we're here, because everyone is watching this Steelers-Eagles game. The Eagles just kicked the field goal, made it 20-17. We're watching as we do it, but G, take us to the 20-13. I'm sorry.
Thanks for rocking with us with another episode of the KnoItAllz podcast on Sundays. Wherever you get your audio podcasts, Google, Apple, or Spotify. We'll be right back with another edition of the KnoItAllz podcast after a quick commercial break.
And we are back. We are back. One thing I got to say, you guys know that I am, I'm DC for I'm Dallas Cowboy fan for life. Man, I got to say, I have taken my heart away from this. Even my reporting, I'm just reporting facts. Honestly, when it comes down to it, I'm not doing it with any enthusiasm. But when I tell you, they found a new way. What's up, Jay Steve? They found a new way. They invented a new way to lose a football game on Monday night. It was just remarkable to me. Like I have never seen something so bonehead since Leon Lett. Leave the ball alone, man. Like what was going on? I feel like, and that's the first time I ever seen the dude on the field. I feel like he was the insurance policy. Hey, man, don't mess up our draft stock. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's funny, man. It was really funny. But let's get to the first game of this week, which was the Rams and the 49ers, which to me was one of the crazy. Was there a touchdown scored in this game?
No.
Oh my God, no touchdown scored in this game at all. The game was 12-6. The Rams over the 49ers. The 49ers have a longer Super Bowl streak than we do. They hadn't been to the Super Bowl longer than we had.
No way. The 49ers just went to the Super Bowl a couple years ago. They lost the Chiefs.
Excuse me, they haven't won a Super Bowl. I apologize.
They haven't
won a Super Bowl.
Difference.
Yeah,
the Cowboys ain't sniffed the Super Bowl since 97.
They haven't won one. Flea flicker. Oh,
the Cowboys ain't sniffed the Super Bowl since 97. They ain't sniffed one. They ain't been no part of it. They don't know nothing about getting in no confetti. No nothing. 97. It's over. They ain't seen no part. 49ers have. They've been a couple of times since
they've been, but they ain't won it. Russ just threw a deep one. And caught by Calvin Austin. It was a flea flicker. That was a good one. They needed to get it up. The Commanders.
Russ better wake up. He better wake up.
Yeah, we're gonna get to it. The Commanders almost dropped today, 20-19 over the Saints. The Chiefs won 21-7 over the Browns. Stop me if you want to say something about this game, Tate.
My homeboy might be gone. They've already ruled it a high ankle sprain. They said he's going for an MRI in the morning. That boy leg got towed up against the Brownies. Yeah. So I'm looking for my homeboy to sit out one. I don't know if my homeboy gonna be ready for Christmas, y'all. I don't know because his leg got towed up.
I think he's probably gonna sit out this next game. It would probably be wise. The Bengals keeping their playoff hopes alive, 37.
Adios, muchachos.
Yeah, not keeping their playoff hopes alive.
It's adios, muchachos. Adios, muchachos. They gone.
They just fumbled. They just fumbled.
The Steelers did. Did we lose it? Y'all ahead of me.
I'm so tired. I'm so tired of that pitch out play to Najee.
Najee fumble?
It was a bad pitch, I think. It was some kind of miscommunication.
Wow, Najee don't never fumble.
No, he didn't fumble like it's a bad pitch. He didn't catch the pitch.
Yeah.
Your brother showing up with the Eagle sign.
Sorry.
He's going to join us on the post game. So.
Oh, that was a bad pitch. It was a bad pitch.
Keep that same energy. I hate that play anyway. Najee's not the back to get a pitch out. They've been doing that play all year, but we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, so the Dolphins lost today to the Texans 20-12.
That guy got hurt real bad, man. Prayers for that play. I forgot the kid, man. They had to cut his jersey off, cut his face mask off, strip his shoulder pads in half. He had a gruesome injury, man. They had from what I understand, the paramedics had to hit him with the bolts and everything, man. He was out there messed up. This was a terrible injury today, man. They stopped the game for like 20 minutes.
Man, you hate to hear something like that, man. You hate to prayers up for his family. The Ravens beat the Giants 35-14. The Giants wide receiver was catching passes from Shador in New York this weekend, trying to get Shador to come up there. I think it's going to be the Ravens or the Giants, I think, when we're talking about.
You see, Dion then backtracked off and talking about, I didn't say I didn't want Shador drafted by Cleveland or the Giants. He backtracking. Get up out of here. You already know you ain't a Manning. You ain't dictating the pace.
We'll see, man. The Jets won today 32-25. Sauce Gardner got his first interception since his rookie year. The Cowboys found a rabbit's foot on the ground and won 30-14 over the Panthers. Can you believe they came into the game an underdog? Wow.
First time the Carolina Panthers was a favorite in 2 years.
It's crazy. The Buccaneers beating the Chargers in the third quarter, 23-17. Same in the third quarter, 4:50 left. The Colts are up on the Broncos, 13-10, which is surprising. But hey, number 5 is Richardson. Anthony Richardson is balling right now. The Cardinals are up on the Patriots, 16-13. Patriots trying to keep pace to keep their draft stock alive.
Tate, man, Mod, I just seen it. That was on Najee. That was a clean pitch, man. Clean pitch.
But Najee's not the way. That should have been Jalen Warren.
Yeah, that was on Najee, bro. That should have been Jalen
Warren catching that.
Yeah, that was on Najee.
He's your change of pace back, and if you're going to get at somebody out on the outside, it would have been Jalen Warren.
Yeah.
So the Bills are up 28-14 in the third quarter on the Lions. And then now we are to the Steelers. 13-20. The Eagles are up. Let's talk about this a little bit.
Buffalo's in position to take over first place.
Watch and talk about that on the post game. Go ahead and talk about the other things.
Yeah, Buffalo. If my homeboy is hurt, Buffalo's in position to go for that first place. Now, if we come out of this one with a dub, we got an opportunity. But Buffalo's in position to go into Detroit and be up 2 touchdowns. You playing your heart out. Detroit is not no scrub team, bro. It's not no scrub team. You know, Sonic and Knuckles ain't nothing to be played with. But for Buffalo to be that strong, yeah. Josh Allen's having one hell of a day too. He's not to be played with.
Josh Allen is having a heck of a 2-week period. I mean, the boy is just acting crazy at this point. He's acting crazy at this point. Listen, and then tonight we have the Packers and the Seahawks. And tomorrow we got 2 Monday night games, the Bears and the Vikings and the Falcons and the Raiders. The Falcons are still in contention for the playoffs at this point.
Yeah,
right?
They're a game behind Tampa. They're a game behind Tampa in the AFC South, the worst conference in all football.
Oh my God! Yeah, that hit Najee square in the pads. He should have caught it, but
yeah, that's on Najee.
It's a play call. That's been a bad play call all year, man.
I don't disagree. I don't like that play.
Yeah.
I don't because
Najee probably should have handled it though.
Yeah, our tackles, man, are not. They're Troy Fautano is going to make all the difference in the world for the Pittsburgh Steelers at tackle because he's athletic enough.
I thought they'd keep Dan Moore, but Dan Moore is out of here.
Yeah, Troy Fautano is going to make all the difference in the world at tackle. And Mod, I'm going to be straight up. If your boy Banks slides down, we got to go get him.
That's who you want, Kelvin Banks.
If Banks slides, I want him.
Yeah, I don't think he'll slide. He'll be the first tackle off the board.
No way. LSU tackle going number 1.
He'll be the first. Kelvin Banks will be the first tackle.
Bet corner time. Bet corner time. Calvin Banks is not the first tackle off the board.
Oh, I bet it.
Bet corner. The LSU tackle is going. I'll bet an hour.
No, I'm betting.
I'll bet an hour.
I'll bet
an hour. The LSU tackle is going number 1. The first tackle off the board. The LSU tackle is a top 5 pick.
What? Kelvin Banks is a top 5, top 10 pick.
Bro, you're letting your bias blind you. I'm telling you.
Okay, so you do realize I just told you he won the top lineman in the college football.
But the LSU
and
tackle
you do know
is
that he was
faster.
You do know that he was first team all SEC, right?
I hear you. So was the LSU tackle.
So here's the thing that I'm telling you, Big G. Kelvin Banks went against 4 NFL pass rushers.
Okay.
And didn't allow 1 sack. And I'm talking about 4 and in his freshman year.
Unless he grades out better than him at that combine.
He will.
The LSU tackle going number 1, bro. The LSU tackle is a legacy tackle. The LSU tackle daddy was a Pro Bowler in the NFL. He just like Joe Alt Jr. Joe Alt to play for the Chargers. That's a legacy. That's a legacy, bro. He's a dog. That boy is a dog, bro. I'm not saying Banks ain't a dog. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that LSU tackle gonna go trust and believe.
Talking about Will Campbell.
Oh, he's a beast.
But like I said to you, Kelvin Banks Jr. is that guy. He's that.
I'm not saying he ain't that guy. I told you I want him. I want him. Listen, if he slides down and he's somewhere, after like pick 18, 19, hey, we push the chips on the table and we go get a tackle.
I put my money on Will Campbell sliding before Kelvin Banks. Yeah, he's that guy.
Mon, who is the draft expert?
I ain't finna say you are. Oh my God!
Oh my God!
They just letting Jalen Hurts run down the field like it's a track meet.
Hey man!
My gosh!
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you what. He's not trash. Banks is not trash at all. I'm not saying he's trash. He's definitely a first-round draft pick. But Campbell's a little bit different. Campbell's on the same trajectory as a Joe Alt.
I hear you.
Joe Alt is unbelievable.
I hear you. So the Bears-Vikings tomorrow, who you think? Who you got winning that game?
You already know. I ain't even nothing to even talk about for me. The Bears is garbage. I tried to tell. Pay owed me so much corner time. I think after the end of the season, I'm going to be up to about 3.5 hours. Wow. 3.5 hours because he done bet me so much stuff and he just keeps hanging his hat. And I keep telling him over and over again, Caleb ain't that dude. And he now, you know, fired all the coaches. Oh, we're going to have a great game. Man, he was garbage. He was garbage last week. He didn't even have 20 yards passing by halftime. He was horrible.
Tate, who you got winning this game, man?
I got Minnesota winning the game. I mean, but Caleb ain't garbage though.
And the Falcons Raiders, I'll start with you. I know you don't really like the Raiders, but who you got winning this game? The Falcons and the Raiders.
My dude that used to make me get the Raiders get on my nerves. He passed away back at the end of September, so I don't dislike him as much. So R.I.P. to him, but. It's in LA. You know what? I'm gonna jump out there and take the Raiders because Kirk Cousins is big inconsistent.
Yeah, they need to bench him. They need to put him on the bench.
They
need to see what Michael Penix. The Raiders, they just a mash unit. They ain't got no quarterbacks, man. All their quarterbacks is beat up. So I don't know who's gonna show up for them. But I think overall, the Atlanta's got a better team. They got the better 53-man roster. But in LA and Kirk Cousins so inconsistent, I probably would take the Raiders. But I think Penix, they need to see what they got in Penix. They really need to see what they got in him.
And Atlanta's fighting for their playoff life. I'll go with Atlanta in that game. So we had a question up, and that question was your favorite 3 labels, correct, Tate?
It was 5, but 3 is good.
3. So your favorite 3 labels. Record labels. I'll start with you, Tate. Talk to me and tell me your 3 and tell me why.
Well, I'm gonna tell you my 5. I got 5. I find it hard to leave any of these out, and they're not like the big major record labels. I mean, these some of these is probably subsidiaries under the big like Universal and MCA and all of them. Mm-hmm. But my favorite record labels, I got to put Motown in number 1.
Why?
Man, they started a whole new genre and generation of music with everybody they had, and I mean, Quincy Jones and everybody he brought in the game. You got no Michael Jackson without Quincy Jones. You know what I mean?
But Quincy wasn't involved in Motown. That was Berry Gordy.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Berry Gordy. Berry Gordy. Yeah, Berry Gordy. Yeah, without Berry Gordy and a lot of others. Marvin Gaye, Diamond Wall,
Temptations.
Yeah, Commodores. Come on, man.
Yeah.
So I got Motown 1. This is probably personal preference right here. My number 2, Death Row. Shout out to Big Suge and the homie Dr. Dre. I mean, you know everything they brought us, man. So yeah, I mean, Death Row is my number 2. My number 3 is Def Jam. You know, Run DMC and LL Cool J and many others. I mean, so you know, these are my favorite labels. I understand that I'm probably missing out a lot of great labels that I probably didn't listen to the artists that much. These are the ones I grew up listening to.
Yeah.
Since I got 4 and 5, Motown, Death Row, Def Jam, I'm gonna go Uptown.
Good one.
I'm gonna go Uptown for they brought us Mary J and Heavy D and
Jodeci.
Jodeci, yeah.
Yeah. I'll be sure. Definitely, you got all of them. Yeah.
And my last one, and I have to preface this one, just because I picked this one, I'm gonna say Bad Boy.
Well, Bad Boy they had their time. They had their run. Because, the Notorious was on there. Definitely, he said, game is over, fellas. Thanks a lot, Najee. I mean, it's a lot of ball to play. It's a lot of ball to still be played yet. Don't know that yet. I mean, we ain't even got to the 4th quarter. So, You know, anything could happen. My first label is, I agree with you, Tim. It would be Motown. I actually went to Motown and visited Motown. I'm gonna tell you, it's awkward because it feels like, you know, our house on Kenilworth in Ohio. G, that's what Motown feels like. You know what I'm saying? It's a house with a stoop. You know, it's got two sides to it, and it's just, if it didn't have the Motown sign on it, I'd ride right by it. You know what I'm saying? But when I tell you,
that's because you from Texas. Me and Big G know the house. You live in that region, you know it.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you. So, is Motown not just for the older artists, but you gotta think about this. Brother man, to you, what's popping, man? How you doing? Neo was on Motown. You know what I'm saying? Boys to Men was on Motown. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the India Reed was on Maya was on Motown. So they were still signing artists later on. And as a matter of fact, I got an offer from A&R at Motown. The deal just fell through. I was really happy about that, but I was upset that, you know, it fell through. But that was right around the time that labels started changing. 702 was another artist. I think my next one would be LaFace. LaFace Records would be my next, because they had the Goody Mob, Outkast, TLC. You know what I'm saying? All of those artists were on LaFace. Tony Braxton, you know, definitely those are the artists that, like, you know, I can just remember shaping the music for me. And then the next thing I think would be Def Jam. Anybody with a pulse would love Def Jam. I mean, shoot, all of the artists that we know. I mean, hip hop was formed by Def Jam, and the artists were there. You know, Cool J, Run DMC, the Beastie Boys. Man, Houdini was on a different label. They weren't Geffen. Man, what am I thinking about, man? I'm missing a lot of.
Houdini was on Jive Records, wasn't he?
Geffen. Yeah, they were on Geffen. They recorded their album over in Germany. You know, that they were the first ones to come with that that real synth sound. And that was from them guys from oh man, if I wasn't even thinking about them, I'd just ring their name off the tip of my tongue. But yeah, so they were the first artists that actually got outside of the States, man. Brother man, to you said for a little time, Flavor Unit Records was also good for a minute. Absolutely. Absolutely. G, who you got, man?
So not in any order. This is just the record labels that's had an impact on me through music that I've listened to, music that I heard my dad and my grandfather listen to. Not in, like I said, not in no order. Chess Records out of Chicago, Illinois, man, was like big for me growing up because my grandfather listened to Muddy Waters, Little Walter, Phil Chess, Etta James, Howling Wolf. He listened to them, man. And their sound, if you know anything about music, Chess Records sound, go back and listen to their sound back then. Their sound and the quality of sound that came out of that studio was unbelievable. So I Chess Records, I have to put on it because of how much impact, like I said, between my grandfather and some of my uncles. You know, those guys, Muddy Waters, Little Walter, Etta James. Man, yeah, Etta James was a beast.
You're talking about the movie. You forgetting the main person on there.
Who?
Chuck Berry. What are you talking about?
But listen, you got to know the story about Chuck Berry, bro. You got to know the story because you don't know the story about Chuck Berry.
I mean, okay. So what story are we talking about? There's a lot of stories with Chuck Berry.
Chuck Berry, when he went to jail, got sued by Chess Records for millions of dollars. Did you know that?
He did. But
so I don't count him necessarily as an artist through his career.
It was unfair for
when he went to jail. I mean, I'm not gonna put all of it. Do your history. I'm not saying you, but I'm saying people listening to us. Do your history and look at the unfair thing that happened to Chuck Berry, based on him supposedly doing A, B, C, and D.
Yeah,
which put him in the penitentiary for some
years. Not Buddy Holly, but what's the boy name doing it? Jerry Lee Lewis.
Jerry Lee Lewis was doing this. they were buddies. They hung out together.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't necessarily, because there was a lot of falling out with Chess Records and him, and so I count him as an artist, but not necessarily, right? And maybe in the early onset of his career, yeah. Secondly, I like Jive Records. I think Jive Records has my favorite artist of all time, The Tribe Called Quest. And so because The Tribe was part of Jive, I got to give them their props, man. And I love just Jive Records for a period of time. Def Jam, of course, I think artist for artist, pound for pound, Def Jam, as far as hip-hop culture is concerned, is probably numero uno. They can go with anybody based on platinum records, hit records, everything else you want to put out there, right? I like LaFace Records because they were one of the first record labels that was able to solidify it on both sides. They did hip-hop and they did R&B. And they were very good at hip-hop and at R&B.
Very good at both.
And so a lot of the labels wasn't able to do that. And so that's why I like that LaFace, man. They were a little bit different, you know. And then, of course, I got to give homage to Motown. Motown, it started everything. So how could you ever leave Motown out? Considering they probably have 3 of the top 6 or 7 artists of all time.
Of all time.
Yeah,
and I'll say this. Motown has the most influential artists of all time. And I'm talking about, you know, they were very influential in their time with their crowd, and they did some really, really impressionable music. What's Going On is one of the greatest songs of all time. You know what I'm saying? It's one of the greatest songs of all time. And then when you start adding in the Jackson 5 or the Temptations with My Girl, one of the most played songs of all times. You know what I'm saying? And then you have Smokey Robinson. Yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of great things there, man.
Stevie Wonder. Stevie Wonder's entire everything. Come on, bro.
Yeah. So, and I think lastly for me, just giving you an honorable mention, So Def. Honorable mention, So Def. Got to throw it in there. I mean, when you look at it, the Brat, Crisscross, Escape, you know, Jermaine was killing for a while.
Yeah.
Bow Wow, he was killing for a while. Definitely.
Yeah, Stax Records or Atlantic Records was. I see what Bruh Man talking about. Stax Records and Atlantic Records was good. That's absolutely. That's very, very true. But if you're going to start old school, I mean, Chess Records, man, Jesus Christ. I mean, they ran it for a minute.
I got one for Tate, though. I'm going to ask you, since we on this music time, you know, this is right up my lane. The OJs, the Four Tops, the Temptations, or what's that last group? Why am I drawing a blank right now?
Commodores gotta be.
We can throw the Commodores in there. Who's the best group? Best group out of those 4. Who you give? Matter of fact, no. Let me even make it sweeter. The Isley Brothers. Come on.
Temptations.
Come on. Temptations better than the Isley Brothers?
Absolutely.
And I like the Isley Brothers a lot.
That's big facts. Matter of fact, that's full facts.
Isley Brothers from Ohio.
It ain't even close.
It's not close?
No.
Between the Temps and the...
It's not even close.
What? Okay, so give me your reasoning.
The Temptations switched guys. They switched dudes. Think about, like, they had some untimely stuff. Paul had committed suicide, right? Eddie got hooked up on drugs bad. Who's their lead singer?
No, he wasn't Eddie. That was David.
David Ruffin and Eddie Kendricks and David Ruffin had major cocaine problems.
Eddie the 5 Heartbeats version of David Ruffin.
But Eddie Kendricks was in the Temptations.
He's talking about Eddie Kendricks, yeah.
And David Ruffin. and David Ruffin was in the Temptations. Both of those guys had major drug problems. Paul committed suicide.
Ain't nobody come to see you, G.
Right. And so they kept switching guys. Blue died.
But let's talk about music. So you're saying from the
hit after hit after hit after hit after hit after hit.
Way more hits than the Isley Brothers. Way more.
Bro, the Temptations made artists want to go to the Coca-Cabana. The Temptations is why people got stuff out in Vegas and they lock them down because it's the Temps, bro. You could be our age and younger, and you put on a Temptations song and you know what it is right off the bat. You ain't got to wait to 3, 4, 5 bars. The Temptations, it ain't even close. It's not even close. The Temps, numero uno, but not number one group though all time. Not number one group.
So who's better than them? So
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh God, wait a minute. No. Okay, so the
Earth,
Temptations
Wind, and
have
Fire.
4. Listen, the Temptations have 4 number 1 hits on Billboard Hot 100 and 14 number 1 hits on the R&B charts. Right. All right.
Different measurables. You got to start. You got to look at how they measured them boys in the 50s and the 60s compared to when you start going or later on. The playing field, you ain't comparing apples to apples. Different measurables.
So it's 4 to 6 now. The Isley Brothers had 6 number 1 hits.
Different measurables. The Isley Brothers.
They was 10, 12 years after the Temps.
Yeah, different measurables.
Paved the way.
Yeah, different measurables. It ain't apples to apples. No.
Ooh.
Nowhere close to apples.
Okay, so it's your thing. That lady. Who's that lady? Who's that lady? Come on. Fight the Power.
Bro, no.
For the Love of You.
No,
and Contagious.
No.
Number 1.
No. The Temptations, bro. And the Temptations was fighting against other Motown artists.
Contagious was just one.
Exactly. Exactly.
Counts,
Come on, bro.
Counts.
Come on, man.
Still
Come
counts.
on, man. No, it don't count. It don't count.
I Can't Get Next to You, Cloud 9, Ball of Confusion, and Papa Weather Rolling Stone are they 4 number 1 hits.
Just My Imagination. You can play 2 bars of Just My Imagination, and you know what the song is.
My Girl. That ain't one of them.
Correct.
My girl ain't one of them.
Just My Imagination. My Girl. Come on, don't stop it. Come on, man.
My girl
with the bias.
Look, My Girl, Ain't Too Proud to Beg, Just My Imagination, and the way that you do the things you do were all hits on the R&B charts, but not on the Billboard.
Bro, that was because that was the big bias back then. They wasn't trying to let black artists get out like that, bro. It was the big bias. It ain't apples to apples. They were the Temptations were the Temptations is what killed the Chitlin circuit. The Chitlin circuit went away from music because of the Temptations.
Yeah.
They was the first artist that crossed over that had white folks and black folks partying and in concerts and this and that and this. They was the first ones to do all of that.
Hey, brother, man, to you shout it actually, I think a Jackie Wilson song. Check me on that.
It is.
I think it's a Jackie Wilson song.
It is a Jackie Wilson song. But the Temptations covered it. It is a Jackie Wilson song.
Yeah, but I think, but double check me on that. I'm not 100% sure. So Tate, switching gears here, man. The Cavs, 22-4 right now, and they're leading the Eastern Conference. The Celtics, 20-5, Magic 17-10. Knicks 15-10, the Heat 13-10, the Bucks 14-11, Hawks are 14-13, and the Pacers and the Bulls and the Nets are right behind them. What do we think about that, man? What are we thinking about that? How are we feeling about y'all having the lead in the Eastern Conference and being 22-4? Y'all are doing this all while y'all have some people hurt right now, correct?
Evan Mobley been out like the last game, but they Cavs because of the Cup tournament. They played the other night. Was it Friday night?
Yeah.
And they play Monday tomorrow against the Nets. Then they don't play until Friday, so they've had a lot of days off and time to get people back right. I think Max Strus will come play for the first time this year tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, being 22-4 don't surprise me. The Cavs got many ways they can beat you. What surprised me until the Cup tournament was that Atlanta beat us twice, but Atlanta's something to deal with. They lost last night to Milwaukee, but the contenders in the East is Boston, the Cavs, and Milwaukee. being in the Cup Finals in the East.
So you think Milwaukee has still got me? Giannis is playing out of his mind right now, but you think Milwaukee still got it?
Dame been balling, man. Chris Middleton just coming back. Milwaukee done won like 9 of their last 11 games.
Mm-hmm. And you know what's crazy, Tate? I believe the Knicks is gonna make a trade because they see that the pieces don't fit.
Yeah, it don't fit.
Yeah, they see the pieces don't fit. They tried to match player for player, man for man to the Boston Celtics, and not realizing that the Cavs already had that built. And Milwaukee got 2 of the best 10 players in the league on one squad.
Yeah.
So the Knicks messed themselves up by trying to be a copycat, and they're seeing that the pieces don't fit. So I look for the Knicks to break it up a little bit and make a trade. They're gonna get rid of one of them dudes. It don't fit. It's not enough basketballs. Everybody needs the ball. Everybody needs it. Yep. In the East. In the East, definitely.
Wow. All right. So we got just an update on the score right now. And looks like Philadelphia has the ball there at the 2. And it's 27-13. 27-13.
Yeah, we just punted. There's like 11 minutes and some change left in the fourth.
10:29 left in the fourth quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Tate's probably a little ahead of us too.
No, I'm where you at, actually.
In the West right now, we got the Thunder 20-5, the Grizzlies 18-8, the Rockets 17-9. Rockets are a good young team. The Mavericks are 16-9, the Warriors 14-10, the Nuggets 13-10. Who's hurt from the Nuggets right now?
Whole team. The whole team. Murray been hurt off and on. Porter been hurt off and on. Gordon been hurt off and on. But the best player in the NBA is the Joker. If the Joker don't win the MVP, it's big bias. The Joker could be the first player in NBA history to lead the NBA in scoring, rebounding, and assists.
Why is Philadelphia's coach over there trying to fight with Jordan Davis?
Because he big trash.
What is wrong with him?
Because he big trash.
That's why I don't like him. What is wrong with him? Anyway, the Timberwolves are in 7th place, 13-11. Suns at 13-11. The Clippers at 14-12. The Lakers at 13-12. LeBron was out with foot injury or something like that.
LeBron trying to force a trade.
Yeah, LeBron. I'm predicting it, Tate. I'm predicting it. LeBron is going to end up in one of two places. He's going to end up with the Golden State Warriors, or he's going to end up back home in Cleveland.
Why? Okay, so this is news to me. Why is LeBron trying to force a trade?
He don't want to be in LA no more.
I don't think they got the juice to do it, man. I mean, but the thing is, if he get traded, they gotta trade for Bronny too. That's what I'm reading. He didn't say it.
Well, Bronny just hit 30 in the G League. Hit 30.
Get him out. he ain't ready, bro. Bye, Bronny. No, he ain't ready. But LeBron, I predict LeBron is going to be out of either Golden State or Cleveland. He's going to be out of there real quick, fast, in a hurry. He doesn't necessarily like Reddick. I think him and Anthony Davis done the thing done went cold. I think he's got some personal issue stuff. It's a lot going on with Bron, man. So I look for him to be up out of there. I think LeBron maybe like right after All-Star break, he's gonna be gone.
My God, listen? Did you just see that tape? Wasn't that holding on TJ Watt? My God.
Well, I'm used to looking at it and not paying attention no more.
Oh my God. He hog-tied him.
And Nick Sirianni better be careful, boy, because them Philadelphia boys gonna turn on him.
Oh,
he don't want to be over there messing with Carter and Gabe Davis. See them Georgia. There's too many of them Georgia boys on one team. Yeah. You know, you got N'Kobe Dean, Davis, Smith, Carter. It's a whole bunch of them Georgia boys. Mingo, they'll turn on their coach, man.
So let me ask you a question. Have you guys seen Ron Harper's son play yet?
Yeah.
Oh my God. The guy over there at Rutgers, him and Ace Bailey are acting up.
They ain't neither one of them gonna be the first pick though. Cooper Flagg gonna be the first pick.
I think so.
Cooper Flagg is a dog.
Oh, G, he said he prayed to God that he don't bring Najee back. He single-handedly lost us this game along with the refs, cost us a chance at the number 1 seed.
Najee did not single-handedly lose this game.
And it's not over.
Najee did not single-handedly lose this game, but that's not. Did he have a boneheaded fumble? Absolutely. And of course, the game's not over yet.
Single-handedly losing the game would be trying to recover a punt. And, you know, if you just let the punt go, we kick a field goal and it's over with. You know, that's single-handedly losing the game.
Yeah, Najee did not lose the game. No, I mean, he's part of the loss. I put a lot of it on, too, our slow start at the beginning. Russ played trash. Yeah. And we'll talk about that on the post game. The first quarter and a half, maybe in first half, Russie was garbage. And our tackles is horrible.
Tate, G, parting shots, man. Talk to me.
Parting shots is, man, I can't wait. This is the week. It's proven to me week for my beloved Ohio State Buckeyes. Coach Day, you got a lot of pressure. You got a lot of pressure. You could be packing up garbage bags, getting furniture moved around, Kiko's getting taken. It really could be. You got a home and home. LeBron James just invested $1 million to help you pay for the light show that you're going to have for this game. It's a scarlet on scarlet uniforms, gray sleeves, national television, the primetime game. Coach Day, you lose to Tennessee, it might be over with. So it's a big time game. Now we know big time players make big time plays in big time games, but do big time coaches do what they need to do in big time games? So Day, you beat who you were supposed to beat. You got it at the crib. Let's see. If not, and I'm gonna say this too. If he loses, I'm predicting it right now. I'm calling G. Stradamus. Brian Hartline will be the next head coach of Ohio State University.
Wow. It's
not going to be Mike Vrabel. It's not going to be Marcus Freeman. Brian Hartline will be the next head coach of Ohio State University.
Wow.
Yep. That's my final thoughts. And thank y'all for rocking with the KnoItAllz. Make sure you check out me and Tate Boy Fresh for the post game. Pittsburgh Steelers, Philadelphia Eagles post game. And that's all I got, man.
Tate, parting shot, man.
Man, I'm going to go to something a little more lighthearted, man. Not really about football, basketball, sports in general. It's about a dream. It's about a fantasy. It's about fantasy football. Win or lose, I'm on my scores. I'm going to be in the playoffs. We got a 12-team league. 4 teams make the playoffs. 4 teams make the constellation. That's 8 teams. You and Big-G ain't in either of them.
Facts.
This y'all last game today. Both of y'all. And on post game, my brother will be there because he's a big Eagles fan. He ain't in it either. So 3 of you jokers. Hey, man.
I missed it for the first time in a long time, man. First time in a long time.
Mine came back. Now you remember how it is. And both y'all got y'all chips like in one of the first early seasons, maybe 1 and 3.
I'm gonna tell you, man. No excuses. But I'm gonna tell you, I literally was winning. I won like my first 5 games, and just went on a losing streak. G started my losing streak. Oh no, TJ hurt.
Yeah, I see him laying there.
I did it to myself, man. In my leagues, I drafted in the other league I played in. I had the 3rd overall pick. In this league, I took Breece Hall. In the other league, I took Saquon Barkley. When it came back around, in this league, I took Josh Jacobs. In the other league, I took Derrick Henry. I did it to myself, man.
That may be – oh, come on, man. I hope that's nothing too hard because that was a non-contact injury that TJ just suffered right there. All right, and finish your fantasy.
Well, that's why I did draft Saquon. And I do have Jalen Hurts as my quarterback, but it's a close league. Like me and Pay both are, I believe, 9-5, and I think I'll be 9-6 after today. But anyway, I got more points than anybody in the league. More points against too. But yeah, I'm locked into one of the 4 spots.
Yeah, I'm gone, man. And you know, it is what it is. I mean, you know, you win some, you lose some, but you live to play another day.
Big G, how you doing your other league?
Second place. I can't catch first, but I'll finish second. But if I win that league, any money that I lost will be all recovered. It's all forgiven.
Yeah, I mean, and
so I'm all good.
G, I'm there too. I'm 9-6 in one league, and I'm today's the playoff game, and right now I am spanking in 166 to 18.
I'm loaded in my other league. I got CJ Stroud, AJ Brown, Saquon, Derrick Henry, Waddle played big trash today. Terry McLaurin, Pratt Fire moves. The Steelers defense, the kicker from the Houston. I'm loaded, dog. I got a squad.
Yeah. Chase Brown gave me 26 points today. Jonnu Smith gave me 19. CeeDee Lamb gave me 30. James Conner gave me 32, and Drake May gave me 17. That's when you got to go get it out the mud. But Tate, is that the end of your parting shot?
You with the players you just named, they in our league. Who you said?
No, that's in the league. I just won the first. I'm in the playoffs, and I just won my first playoff game.
Y'all, we don't care about that. We care about the league. We all in together.
Yeah,
y'all grind, pay, be dirt. Everybody they know in that league, and you fellas not going nowhere. That's all. I'm done.
We gave him his fight, his final part shots. That's what he wanted to do. That was a real shot. Shot from over there in Maryland. He bang bang. Okay, I ducked a little bit. Oh man, TJ. It looked like he'll be okay. They over there examining. My parting shots today, man, is real quick. This is Prove It Week for everybody in college football, man. Hey, everybody who in the playoffs, Prove It Week, man. Hey, Friday is the first game. Indiana versus Notre Dame. Saturday, 3 good ones. And then we gonna see. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see from there. We gonna see, man. SMU, Penn State first. Texas, Clemson second. And then in Tennessee and Ohio State is third. So we'll
SMU Penn State gonna be the biggest blowout.
You think?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Too cold, bro. They calling for 2 to 3 inches of snow.
It's gonna be cold for everybody, bro.
It's gonna be cold, bro.
So they're used to. There's a difference in it being cold and you used to being and practicing in it.
It's gonna be cold for everybody, bro.
Yeah, it ain't that cold in Texas and Dallas. They don't get to practice like that down there. Practice for the snow. Practice for the wind and rain.
Don't get to practice in the wind and the rain. Don't get to practice.
It'll be 20 degrees. It'll be between 14 and 20 degrees at kickoff for Ohio State, Tennessee. It'll be between 4. They said the low that night is 14. So 14 degrees. So I think it'll probably be about 20, but the chance of precipitation is low. I think it's under 20%. So it might not be no snow, but it's just gonna be real cold. So we'll see. But Penn State, nah, dog. SMU about to get dusted.
What's up, Mr. Lightfoot?
I need you to send me the bracket again.
Got you. I'll send you the bracket, definitely. KnoItAllz bracket. We're jumping in, and that's everybody gotta get their pick in. I
did mine already. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I just want to thank everybody in the live chat and everybody who has been here with us. We're getting ready to go. Tate and Big-G will be back here shortly, momentarily, for the post game.
As soon as the game is over.
Soon as the game is over for the post game wrap up. We just like to thank you guys for rocking with us. We will holler at you next week. We are out of here. Peace.